I need to wipe this smirk off my face because today we're doing a confessional. I'm about to get real transparent with you on what CF was doing pre beer days. Back in 2006, I was working at the family CPA firm, had an entrepreneurial knack. Buddy of mine was a chef, had been doing cooking for about 10 years, and we both came up with the bright idea to open up a fresh seafood market. There was an area of town that was fresh seafood desert. It was a ripe area because of the affluency in the area and the number of people. It was just the right time at the right place to open a fresh seafood market. So we went out to do it. The one thing about this seafood market that was going to be a little bit different was we were going to design it just a tad bit different than your traditional seafood market. So it was going to be clean. It was going to be quiet. It wasn't going to have all the humming noises and the tanks and stuff. It wasn't going to be stinky. We were going to offer exceptional customer service, no fishmongering stuff, right? It was going to be a real awesome experience when you walk in. It was going to be branded. It wasn't going to be Chris's Seafood. It was going to be branded Sturgeon's Fish Market. We had a logo. We had everything, right? I think you know where I'm going with this. We eventually shut the seafood market down 9.5 months later. Yeah, 9.5 months later. Call it a I call it a Harvard education in experience and in what it cost me. But see, we didn't give up without a fight. What did we do in those 9.5 months to try to keep this thing going? We opened up retail only. We opened up with the vision that we saw: clean, quiet, branded, colors, fresh seafood, beautiful seafood case. When we realized that that was not going to pay the bills, we brought in a kitchen. Partner was a chef. Perfect idea, right? Fresh fish, Sammy's, fresh fried shrimp, hush puppies. So good. We started catering. We even tried to wholesale seafood. Every other seafood market in Jacksonville was about 60% wholesale, 40% retail. So why wouldn't we follow the pack? At the end of the day, none of this really moved the needle for us. And essentially, it was throwing spaghetti against the wall. Okay? It was throwing spaghetti against the wall to try to make a business work. Why am I sharing all this with you? Why am I doing this confessional today? If I reflect back on what the craft brewing industry has done over the past 3 to 4 years, is we've kind of strayed. We're throwing spaghetti against the wall. And what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? During COVID, we begged, borrowed, and stole to get our beer in cans. Okay, for some of you, that was throwing spaghetti against the wall. You never had a canning line. You weren't supposed to be putting your beer in cans, but yet you did. Yet you chased it. Okay. After COVID, it's food. Everybody's bringing a kitchen in now. Some of you never intended nor had the skill sets to bring in a kitchen, but yet you're doing it, right? Spaghetti against the wall. Here we are today in 2023, 2024, and we're signing distributor agreements. We're expanding wholesale, not really understanding our margins in that business, acknowledging that it's not good, but still not fully understanding the consequences of signing on with distributors. And we never intended to be a multi-state or multi-market wholesale business. Our wholesale was set out to just drive more people to the tap room, and we're kind of straying past that. All of these are examples of throwing spaghetti against the wall. If I look back at what people wanted in the fish market, buddy, we missed the mark. People wanted three things and three things only. They wanted fresh seafood. They wanted knowledgeable staff, and they wanted exceptional customer service. Okay. We were delivering one of the three. We were delivering one of the three. I can get into all the reasons why we couldn't hit the knowledgeable and we couldn't hit the customer service. And I'll give you a quick example just to know just to give you that idea that I'm not BSing you is that chefs in retail don't mix. They don't mix any day of the week. A chef is a chef for a reason. Someone working in the front of the house in the retail is there for a reason. So to expect my chef operating business partner to go out and do retail was short-sighted of myself. Another example, I'm on a roll. I'm going to feel it. Those resentments are welling up, even though I kind of put it to bed. It's been a long, long time. But another example is I'd come in on a Sunday and work from a Sunday from 12 to 5 and sell more dollar retail than my chef business partner could sell Monday through Wednesday. Sure, Monday through Wednesdays are slow, but when you're a retail, you always be selling, right? We've said it throughout the years. You're always selling. So those are just two examples of how we missed the mark on knowledgeable staff and excellent customer service, right? People weren't coming back. They weren't feeling it. Okay. So here we are. Let's get back to beer. We're starting 2024. I need you to reflect on a couple things to get this year started. I need you to ask yourself three questions. Number one, what does your market need? Number two, what are the customers asking for? And number three, where does your brewery fit in those line of questions? Okay? Ask yourself those three questions. If you come up with an answer, however, the goal of 2024 is, let's say, to push a style of beer. Let's say your IPA, right? The IPA has gone flat over the past couple of years. And let's say the goal of 2024 is to push the flagship IPA, and you're going to focus on that one style because you listen to the long game and you know in wholesale we've really got to focus on one style. Let's say our goal is to push the IPA, but this little exercise that you go through uncovers that the market's not looking for your IPA. The customers aren't asking for the IPA. Okay? You need to sit down and have a hard conversation. You need to sit down and have a hard conversation. Okay? As to what is the market looking for? What are customers looking for? And where do we fit in that? If you're unsure on how to get this exercise started, ask. Ask customers, why do they visit your brewery? Look at the reviews. Look at the online reviews. Why are customers visiting your brewery? Why are they drinking your beer? Write these 2 to 3 things down. Sit down with the leadership team or your managers and say, does this align with our 2024 strategy? Now's the time to get real clear on what we're doing. Now's the time to answer, are we moving the needle in our market? Because at the end of the day, this is all that matters this year. Are we giving our market what they need? Okay. I hope to hear from you soon and look forward to talking to you then. Thanks.